Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the New York Giants and the Detroit Lions. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcaster.
Yo. Dre Burning Blunts here with another episode of the Madden 20 franchise career. We got a Week 8 matchup with the New York Giants at home. Hopefully it's an easy one. Maybe put up 30 points for the offense. Hopefully defense can show out. But go ahead and like and subscribe for me.
Eli Manning heading out to lead the Giants.
Look
at the numbers show how good Eli has been over the years. 7th all-time in passing yards.
If you saw the last game, it was a pretty close game with the Vikings. We won by a point
last year. And he's looking
due
to
to a missed field goal right at the end.
Sets on his Hall of Fame career.
But let's work on this game. And I hope they did not say that.
Manning got his target, Pierre Garçon.
I hope they did not say that. Eli Manning
with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
He is
on Kevin Zeitler, acquired in the Odell Beckham trade. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a first and 20.
Still got to show me something.
Now Manning. It's hauled in by Shepard. Takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards, makes it 3rd and 7 now.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The completion there lines up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. It just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15.
Nice little return.
The Lions will take
Out
over.
come Veltri.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive.
He's having a pretty solid season.
And leading them, Charles, their
15
quarterback,
touchdowns halfway through the season.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center
30.
before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and
Dre
really
Day,
what I
of
took away
course.
from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Michael Thomas on the stop. And we look now at the Lions offense.
The White Wolf pack.
Jesse James has made the move from Pittsburgh, where he spent his first 4 NFL seasons. Now
in the
he's going to
minority
reside in Detroit.
sorority.
A big target at 6'7", a terrific run blocker, has a great chance to beat his career high in receptions of 43 in 2017 in the Lions' pass-first offense.
They're going to look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Davis.
Should we go for
There's
it?
an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure they didn't give him much run after catch.
We got Dez Bryant, man.
They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Well, if it
peel
was
back
just
the
on a
curtain,
blitz,
partner.
ladies
We've got
and
a pretty good
gentlemen.
look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. The tackle by Janoris Jenkins.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Throw left side complete. It's James. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A very solid gain of 27.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Watch the whip. Greystone, travel. Hey, zoom.
Back to throw here. His pass caught at the 4. The numbers for James from last week: 4 catches, 53 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
2nd and 4. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Danny Amendola. His second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Easy game for us.
Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Working from the gun, Manning. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. And the offensive starters for the New York Giants.
And we focus on maybe the ultimate home run hitter in the NFL today, and that's running back Saquon Barkley, because teams come into every game with the idea that they want to limit his production and especially his big play ability. But how many times did we watch him in his rookie year where he would be limited throughout the game, and then all of a sudden there he goes out the back door, 50, 60, 70 yards. He's a lot of fun to watch unless you're trying to defend him.
Time to roll through the starters defensively for Detroit.
Black pack.
They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Minority sorority.
This unit will be really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow.
No, why did you roll on it?
Talking about a fast start.
I was trying to run and pick that bitch up.
Face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going.
And he's out.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be. Right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
Oh.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Giants have it.
I didn't even know that. I didn't give it to him.
So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Come on, Damon.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether it's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Remember, with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season. 97% that is, and was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
A reminder, later tonight, Sunday Night Football will see a game in the NFL 100 Series, a rematch of the very first AFL-NFL Championship game, later, of course, known as Super Bowl I. It pits the Packers against the Chiefs from Arrowhead, and that should be a fun one.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now back to throw. Got a man, it's Amendola. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to air it out deep for Amendola. It's caught.
Boy, Amendola showing up today.
Big play there for Detroit. 41 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone. Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Dez Bryant with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
Bryant's extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Faking the give to Barkley. Now Manning. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Tate. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money thrown right there to move the sticks.
They catch
the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Man, the nigga got
the Giants on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. From midfield, here's Manning. It's caught. Shepard. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Manning going to throw. Over the middle to Garcon. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 in a first. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. Now Saquon Barkley. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
21 up on that scoreboard. I think we can do it.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and throw him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage. You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch. But
and a big loss here as he's taken down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep, Golden Tate. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
That boy boomed it.
The New York set to take the field. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Open man right side is Ingram. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers' thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On third and long, it's Manning. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Go ahead and punt that.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5 up to the 25-yard line. So we've reached half. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL.
I don't know if that's my controller doing that.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Antoine Bethea, the leading tackler among NFL safeties last year, and on the tackle again there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
It's caught. Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
A first down carry for Davis. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kenny Golladay, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away.
Nice little game. Just got it in.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment. Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Out to the right here to Shepard. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him.
Some of that Patriot magic over here.
Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
3rd and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack. From the gun, it's Manning. He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Kind of figured he missed that.
Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
2nd and 3.
Ooh, I know he's going to
he's
come
taken
fast.
down.
Terrell Peppers, I guess you are really fast.
These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Amendola, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. Amendola, the intended receiver.
I should throw it deep.
That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie. And, you know, sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
And I go back to the offseason, had a quick conversation with him about, hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you? And he says it's like being a boxer. I give him a lot of different angles, a lot of different looks, and a lot of times I just bait the young guy.
And there he baited him right into the interception.
Definitely did.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense.
Looking for
baited you.
It's intercepted. Picked off by Quadre Diggs. And he's able to take this
watching.
To the 36-yard line.
Timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Uncorks one for Dick. And the defense loses him.
You didn't give me that time, boy.
And he makes it all the way down to the 19. A big play there for Detroit. 46 yards. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
No, this is a lot better, actually.
They'll try and run forward with Davis. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
There we go.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
Kenny Galladay.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead.
I think he's had
for the extra
2
point.
rushing
How about
touchdowns.
that touchdown, partner? If you blinked, you probably missed it. I looked away for just a second, and they were in the end zone.
So we got 2 receiving, 1 rushing. That's ridiculous.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way.
Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted.
Now y'all let my mans get busy. Now y'all let my mans Darius Slay get busy. Y'all done fucked
This
up
defensive
today.
pressure's been constant all game
That's why I'm
long. The
going
pass
back
rush, the
to
coverage,
this.
they've all been excellent,
With
and now
that
they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Uses the spin. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Now it's Davis. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late.
And he takes this one
And
in
there.
for a Lions touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Marvin Jones Jr.
The touchdown was scored by
Nice
the runner,
block.
but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that
look
one
who
up
quit.
perfectly. A
On
lot of
tape
easy
said I came here
access
to make
the
y'all
end zone.
better.
Bryant
Y'all ain't
now
nothing but
attack on the
shit.
extra point.
I used to score touchdowns all up and down this field. And now they
He's been a
scoring
busy
touchdowns
man,
up
5
and
for
all
5
up and
now
down the
as he
field
knocks
on me.
another one through to extend the
What's
lead.
going on around here? You niggas need to try harder.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now.
Eli
to kick
Manning
it
was like,
away.
hey man, I think you just need a blunt.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And
more
no run back
PEDs.
here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Manning and the
Pretty sure
Giants
that
come up now
nigga is
1st and 10
suspended for
at their
4
own
games.
25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Toward the right sideline, but
The
it's
last 2
incomplete.
drives.
Cody Latimer, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Another
was in a
wayward pass.
one-drive
You know, things
gig.
started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary.
I thought that was
They feel
another
good
pick.
about what's going on, and they just play better.
Because I read the fuck out of that
Another
one
throw
too.
on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game film from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
Now Manning. And Ingram hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
One-handed, love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a first down.
And he'll be the one in the film session and be saying, hey, run that one back, coach. Yeah. Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that again.
2 more time.
And they won't.
8 more time.
They won't. Didn't get much out of it.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there, he hits the reliable target. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Defensively, you look at the numbers, another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of
my nigga missed it.
About a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So
the whole
big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Get this nigga.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Davis. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They'll run it again here with Davis.
There goes that man.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 27 yards there, a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Amendola again the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And he'll find Galladay. That's complete.
This nigga is breaking.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? The windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
No, they're holding you, CJ. Well, my guy is in.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll run with Davis. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. The Giants on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. Here it's 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Manning. And Tate's got it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
And that's why they lost. Because they passing so damn much into the all-star fucking running back.
Reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with the bigger guy to try and use size?
It's like a whole bunch of dink and dunks.
Sometimes you even get out quick there.
This
Very
nigga ain't
difficult to
throwing
match up with a
far.
solid receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Manning over the middle. He's got his tight end Ingram. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. The Giants on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. Manning to Barkley on the draw play. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week when they keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
That tells you anything.
So for Detroit, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. Now they will hit the road next week for a date with the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home